Hello, my dear children. Today we'll be discussing the topic preposition. As the name itself signifies, preposition. इसको अगर हम दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड करते हैं, प्रीपोजिशन इसका मतलब है पहले, प्री मीन्स पहले, पोजिशन उसकी प्लेस, उसको कहाँ पे पोजिशन किया जाएगा सेंटेंस में. So always remember, a preposition is a word used with a noun or a pronoun or noun phrase to show the relation between the person or the thing. तो वो जो रिलेशन डिनोट कर रहे हैं हम, या हम जिस रिलेशनशिप की बात कर रहे हैं इन द सेंटेंस, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर अ प्रीपोजिशन इज प्लेस्ड बिफोर अ नाउन और अ प्रोनाउन और अ नाउन फ्रेज. और इसको हम इस तरह से भी बोल सकते हैं कि एक प्रीपोजिशन ऑब्जेक्ट लेता है हमेशा. सो वेन एवर यू आर doing or making a sentence or solving any sort of question being given to you in the exam, just remember, look for the preposition. It is always followed by a noun or a pronoun. Here the noun or the pronoun serve as the object of preposition. Okay, now for example, my books are in my bag. What is the relation between books and my bag? There is a relation between these two, that is the books and my bag. The word underlined in the above sentence is called a preposition because here in is underlined, right? Because it normally takes position before a noun and the position is said to govern the noun that follows it. The noun is said to be the object of the preposition. I hope it's easy to understand now. Let's move to the next part, kinds of prepositions. See children, there are 5 kinds. Sorry, it has been typo error. It has to be 5 kinds of prepositions. So, the very first one, simple or single preposition. This simply means it consists of one word which is used as a preposition, that is at, by, in, from, on, to. You cannot separate them. They stand alone and they are single words. So, they are used as prepositions. Okay. Compound or a double preposition. That is, it is a combination of more than one word. Look at this. In, to, within, behalf, on to. When you separate them, they do make sense, and when you combine them, they make one single meaning of that particular word. So these are called double or compound prepositions. Prepositional phrases. Group of verbs, adverbs and other words that function as a preposition. It is a combination of what? Group of verbs or adverbs or other words that function as a preposition. इसमें देखिए, in front of, ये complete एक phrase है. It doesn't make complete sense, but it is a phrase. It does make some sense, and the moment you combine this phrase, this prepositional phrase, and you put it in the sentence with the clause, this will make a complete sentence. In case of, in spite of, by virtue of, with reference to. Let's take an example. Please don't park your car in front of the gate. Look at this. The phrase is beginning with the preposition. So just remember this, children, that a prepositional phrase always begin with a preposition and ends with a noun or a pronoun. Disguised preposition. Fourth one is disguised preposition. Aren't used in the sentences but are implied. It is obvious that you are not using them, but by default it is implied that this will come. Let's take an example. Letters A and O. Here A stands for the shortened form of the preposition on, and O stands for the shortened form of the preposition off. You might have noticed whenever we write 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock, why this O comes with the apostrophe. This simply means it's the abbreviated version of off. Okay, and when we talk about then the meaning is, it is the full form of this particular word is on. So let's take examples for this. For example, O, and the complete word is off, and the sentence is be home by 9 o'clock. Second sentence, everyone went a hunting. So here we have separated this sound this here with the help of a hyphen, right? So let's move to the next one. Participial preposition. Verbs ending with ed or ing. Participle, you know that it comes with the verbs ending with ed or ing form, right? Let's take an example. Regarding, concerning, provided, respected. You'll see these particular words in that particular form of sentence in which you have prepositions also. Okay. Then let's take example. I want to talk to you regarding the changes in the timetable. So here this word regarding has been used. So this is participial preposition. To you regarding the changes in the timetable. I hope it's easy to understand now. Let's move to the next part of the discussion. Usage of preposition. Children, please learn these. It's very important. This is the basic thing which you need to know when you are making any sentence, when you're using prepositions. Okay. A preposition is followed by a noun or pronoun. Simple to understand. A sentence can begin with a preposition or a prepositional phrase. Okay. A sentence can also end with the preposition. It is a myth. Normally कहा जाता है कि preposition से end नहीं हो सकता. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. Preposition से आपका sentence end भी हो सकता है and preposition से sentence start भी होता है. But one should always take care while constructing it. The formation of the sentence has to be right. A prepositional phrase always begins with a preposition and ends with a noun or pronoun. One thing is very important when we are talking about prepositional phrase. It always begins with the preposition. What? The phrase of that particular preposition begins with the preposition and ends with a noun or a pronoun because it takes an object to complete its meaning. The subject of the sentence can never be a part of prepositional phrase. Always remember when you are writing, as we are talking about prepositional phrases or phrase itself, in that you need not use subject or you need not write the subject in that particular prepositional phrase. It is never followed by a verb. Yes, it never takes a verb after it. Okay, verb comes before the preposition, not after it. A verb can never be a part of prepositional phrase because we are talking about the action word. So never take the verb in the prepositional phrase. Okay, children, I hope it's easy to understand up till now.